This is going to be a video response to the TheSgtFruitcake's recent video on which hatchet is right for you. Just like in his video, not everything he showed was a hatchet, and not everything I'm going to show is a hatchet. I'll give you a look at what I got here. This first one here is a double bit axe. It's a Worth. I inherited the head from my father-in-law when he passed, and I always wanted to refinish it. So it was just a head with a broken handle. So I rehaffed it, and when I put the new handle on it, I stripped it down to bare wood and coated it with boiled linseed oil. Hi, sweetie. Can you move? Can you move, please?
No way.
Come on. Daughter always wants to be involved. Okay. Next one here. It's my cold steel Kukri. And when I got that, it had a very poor edge from the factory. As you can see, I reworked the edge, and it's a lot better now. It cuts like a champ, that's for sure. Hi, sweetie.
Can I see you?
When we're all done. When we're all done.
I want to
Next one.
You. Turn around so I can see you.
Yeah, I'll show you when I'm all done, honey.
Please. Turn it
Go blow your bubbles. Go blow your bubbles.
Around. Turn it around and face you. Turn it around and face yourself.
My daughter wants to see me in the camera.
Hey, Dada.
Alright, go blow your bubbles, sweetie.
I want to watch.
Okay, stand back. This, I got this head off of eBay. And from the research that I did, it was pretty rough shape when I got it. Just something about it stood out. This marking here, this US 00. From what I understand, this is this head was off of a US Forest Service axe. I rehabbed that one too. Same thing, stripped the wood down, took the clear coat off that was on the handle when I purchased it, then coated it with boiled linseed oil. This, people have seen before. This is that awesome chopper that Andrew from Solo Bushcraft made for me over there in Ireland. This thing is a beast. I took this on the family camping trip with me this summer, and it made quick work of processing kindling. I love this thing. On to a few more. Got, I like hatchets and tomahawks. That's what made me want to do this video response to the Sarge's video. This is a cold steel. I believe it's the Trailhawk.
Where's my lid?
When I got it though, it had a hickory handle with a dark finish on it, and a black like epoxy coating on the head. You can see I stripped that black coating out, and that hole is from a set screw that Cold Steel puts in these to hold them on the handle. And anybody that knows anything about Tomahawks know that they're a friction fit. And you shouldn't have that set screw. So I took that out, and I bought new handles for these and fitted them to the heads. They fit a lot better than the original Cold Steel ones did. So I got that one, a Trailhawk. I got, I think this is a United Cutlery M48 Hawk. It's got synthetic handle. I reworked the blade on that one after I got it, because it had a really steep angle. Still got a bit of a steep angle, but I worked it a little bit and sharpened it up. I'll just set that right there for now. This is a cold steel spike hawk. Same as the previous cold steel hawk I showed you. It came with a black epoxy coating, and I stripped that off, took the set screw out, and fitted a new handle for it. That's your brother's cat.
No, it's not.
There you go.
I don't
Over there.
know.
Now this one, that's a cold steel trail boss.
Oh, actually, that's mine.
I love this axe. This is a small axe. Probably similar to like a Gransford's Brooks small forest axe. A lot cheaper though. But I took this on vacation with us this year too, and this thing would process firewood like crazy. I really come to love this one. Last one I have here. This has been in my collection for a long time. This is just a Craftsman 1 1/4 pound camp hatchet. And this thing had a clear lacquer coating on the blade, clear lacquer on the handle. So I stripped it all down, refinished it, boiled linseed oil on the handle again. And I tell you, it feels so much better in the hand with that boiled linseed oil coating instead of that lacquer. It's a nice little hatchet. I had to rework the blade on this one too. Had a real steep angle. So I brought the taper back, sharpened it up, gave it a proper cutting edge. But, give me a minute here and I'll get the camera set up and do a little bit of chopping with a few of these. Here you go. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Here you go. Take it. Well, put it on. Put it on, buddy. Come on. Put it on. Here you go. There you go. Go play.
I can't open it.
All right.
It's just the same.
I usually like to try and wear gloves when I'm working with knives or edged tools, because I have a tendency to cut myself. Let's see here. This This is that cold steel trail boss. You can see how easily that thing splits wood. And that's just choked up on it. Get a bigger piece up here. Something actually needs a little bit of a swing.
I can't do that.
Thing works great. I love it. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Hatchet here. This is the Craftsman hatchet. Nothing special about it. Good. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Right, come back over here. Come back over here. Thank you. Put them right here on the pile. The cold steel Spike Hawk. It splits just fine too. Try a little bit bigger piece. We're going to hold the stick with that. Buddy, back up. Stand over there. Thank you, buddy. Let's go with this here. This is where I usually hurt myself, just trying to hold something and chop it at the same time. Let's see here. The cold steel Trailhawk. Once again, just fine. I suppose a lot of these do better than they normally would because I rework the blades, or I rework the edges on them. I bring the taper back, put a finer edge on them. Some people don't like to do that because they say the edge won't hold up as long. So that's why we carry sharpening tools. This United Cutlery M48. Alright, thanks, bud. Back up. My little helper.
Yeah.
This has got a real steep profile to the whole blade, not just the edge. That's why it looks like it doesn't want to stay stuck in very well in a log or a stump, because that steep profile. But it surely doesn't keep it from powering through a piece of wood. Let's see here. Okay, hold on, buddy. We got to get some of these over here. Let's see. The cold steel Kukri and Solo Bushcraft's chopper. Give those a try. Do the Kukri first. You have to forgive any of the sweat here in Iowa. It's not sure what the temperature is right now. I think it's high 80s. We get a bit of humidity today too. Now, I'm not a real big fan of machetes, but this Kukri I do like. I like the parangs too. I like that design because it's just, you got the mass up front, and it just makes a machete do what a machete normally wouldn't be able to.
I'm Spider-Man.
You're Spider-Man? Okay, bud. My son's aspiring to be a superhero. Let's see here. There's the Solo Bushcraft chopper. Here I am branding it. It's a custom tool made by my buddy Andy from Solo Bushcraft on YouTube. You know, him and I worked out a trade on this, and I'll never get rid of this thing. Not only does it have the sentimental value from the conversations I had with Andy, the trade involved, but this thing it's one of a kind. There'll never be another one exactly like this one. This thing has got so much mass behind it, even though it's short, it's got so much mass behind it, it hardly takes any effort to power through this stuff. Do some chopping, or some chopping here. Look at that. Amazing. And that took nothing. That was almost effortless on my part to do that. I just let the weight of the tool do it. Back up, buddy. You're right in the cut zone, okay? And I don't want you to get hurt. You stand right here in the shade. Good job. Now, I'll put this out there in case anybody that watches my videos notices this. If my shirt ever comes up, I do carry a pistol on me pretty much at all times. I'm here in Iowa. We have we're a shall issue state. Back up, buddy. Please back up. I want you to be safe. Okay, Spider-Man, I want you to be safe. Thank you.
But I'm a nice guy because I look out for short.
You are a nice guy.
Like I look out for short.
Yeah. Alright, these just don't want to stay for me today. Okay. But as I was saying, Iowa is a shall issue state, and I have my permit to carry a weapon. Granted, that has no bearing carrying a weapon on private property. But here where I live, it's not terribly uncommon for people to hear of home invasions and stuff like that. So even when I'm home, I'll have a pistol on my side. It's just a little Sky Industries CPX2 9mm, and a give me a minute. Fox holsters, FOXX, Fox holsters. I think they call this the Mini Fox or Mini Hybrid or something like that. It's a hybrid holster with a single clip, so it's in the waistband. Very comfortable, extremely comfortable to carry. I forget I have it on me most of the time. These other two axes I got here, I'm not going to chop with these. These are felling axes, splitting axes. And this one, I don't know if I'll ever actually do any serious work with this one because of the sentimental value. I really don't want to damage it. So this one may just end up being a conversation piece. This one, however, though, I don't have any sentimental attachment to this one. So this one will get used. We're trying to build up a stock of firewood for emergency purposes. Like if we have a power outage in the winter or something like that, we've got to break out, the wood burner that I'm working on.
Me too.
Okay, buddy. Good job. So that's why I've been getting into the axes themselves, other than just the hatchets and the tomahawks. Tomahawks, I developed an interest in the tomahawks because of their Native American lineage and their usefulness as a defensive and offensive tool, as well as a bushcraft or native skills, type tool or implement. I just think they're awesome. So many different designs, tomahawks out there. You can collect tomahawks all your life and still come across designs that you've never seen before. I think out of all these, it's like Sarge's video said, what hatchet's right for you? Out of all these, I mean, I love them all, and they all have their purposes and their places in my kit. This Cold Steel Trail Boss is probably my favorite right now, simply because of its compact length. I mean, it's not a full-size axe, yet it's light, and it seems to do the work of a full-size axe just fine. I used it a lot when we were camping this for vacation, and it did everything I asked it to do and more. This one's going to be in my kit for a long time. It's going to get a lot of use. Maybe someday I'll end up having to rehaft it because I wear out the handle. I hope it gets that much use. Thanks for watching.